Hi, Becky. Hi, Dr. McLeod. It's Joy Linquist. Sending you some information about my first experience for diverse learning needs. I attended last Thursday a training session with Bryce Amos for Des Moines Public Schools, and he is in charge of our turnaround zone. All the schools that are not meeting the goals needed for No Child Left Behind. And then it was also coordinated with United Way. And this training actually is for a dropout walk that I'm going to attend on Saturday, so I'll let you know how that goes. That'll be a 4-hour walk. We're actually going to be going door to door. So this training session we talked about safety. One thing that's interesting is they're calling every single household ahead of time to let them know that we're coming, and that way they can just decide to not answer the door if they don't want us to come. They also talked about these home visits. We're going to go in the homes if they invite us, or we'll talk with them outside if not. We're going to hopefully make it as easy as possible. We're going to bring registration. And these are for all the students who've dropped out. We're going to try to get them re-engaged in school. Mostly it's administrators, but there are also some other volunteers. So I'm actually going to be in the South Zone and reporting to Lincoln High School. Anyway, that's 8 to noon next week. But the training session, one of the things Bryce mentioned to us is he said to expect diversity and to respect diversity. So I guess I appreciated that comment to remind all of the volunteers. And of course the school officials know that already, but some of the other community volunteers who are coming, we wanted to let them know that every household may look really different, and also to expect that ahead of time, but also to respect it when you get there, meaning we need to make sure that we realize that every single family member has a value, and our most important goal is to see if we can re-engage that student into school. So I'm looking forward to that. I guess we talked about safety, we talked about diversity, we talked about what to do. Sometimes, I guess one of the questions I had during that training was, what if a student wanted to re-engage in school, but they didn't want to go to the same attendance center? And so actually that's not something we can do for them that day, but we will still register them, and then we will give them a phone number where they can call. It's a re-engagement center with Des Moines Public Schools, and they can call that number and they'll have people ready to go to talk with them. The other cool thing, I guess, about that day is that they told us there will be someone at every attendance center, administration as well as other helpers. So we're hoping to get those folks to actually drive straight to the school that day after we talk with them. We're going to help them fill out the registration forms to make it quick and easy, and then they can go to the high school that day and hopefully get a tour or get whatever it is they need to make sure that they are ready to go to get back in school as soon as possible. This is definitely in one of the efforts that I took a look at the combined goals between Des Moines Public Schools as well as the goals for 2020 through United Way. And both of those organizations, our school organization as well as that community organization, they are working together to meet these goals that both need. Some of these statistics and facts that they gave us were that one high school student in America drops out every 26 seconds, and that's 1.23 million a year. About half of African American and Hispanic youth fail to graduate on time. And of those who do graduate with a high school diploma, only a third are ready for college. And jobs that require post-secondary education will make up more than 2/3 of new jobs. And so it's really important for us to work together with whatever community organizations we can in our schools to re-engage students and to make sure that they graduate, but also make sure they graduate with the skills needed to either go right into the workforce or to go to college, especially if 2/3 of the new jobs are going to require college education. So this day is called Reach Out to Dropout. So I guess I'm looking forward to that. they told us that we're going to be in teams, and there will be a team leader. So this day I'm not really serving as a school official. I'm serving just as a volunteer. And so they've already identified trained team leaders, and but they did train every single volunteer. I guess that's a pretty important lesson that I learned regarding any massive effort like this, because they're hoping to have 400 people volunteer, is that you need to be really well organized, and you really need to offer some type of training like this. I definitely appreciated the training. I guess a little bit I felt like kind of a pain to spend a couple hours of my night training, but it's really important so people know what to do. And that's probably one of the most important things I'll take from this, not only the importance of re-engaging students and getting your community involved and behind an effort like this, but the other thing I want to take with me is the importance of training. I think that it's unfair to send volunteers out to do some really important work without the necessary training and to know what to expect. And to talk about safety. They did tell us that if any time we were in a home or approached a home where we didn't feel safe, that the team is supposed to go and to never go into one of those homes alone, which I think is pretty obvious, but somebody might feel like they should. So without that training, I think that you really wouldn't want to send somebody out there to do this type of work. So anyway, this is going to happen September 26th, and I guess I really got a good overview of the day and what to expect, and I'll fill you in next week to let you know how that went. And of course, I'm looking forward to not only a really good turnout, but I'm really hoping that a good number of those students who have dropped out will choose to re-engage in school. I hope everything's well with you guys, and thanks for listening. Bye.